Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Stephen Bugembe, and I'm here sharing from Aga Khan University. Today, we're going to be sharing some great insights on banking and different details on what you understand banking. It's going to be an introduction session. When you hear banking, what do you feel about banking? As teachers in the making, we are going to be discussing how we can be able to teach our students a lesson of banking using different digital tools. First of all, maybe let's start with a bank. We can say that a bank is a financial institution that is licensed to receive deposits and loans. That's what we can say, according to a given author. You may also have your own definition of what a bank is. But before we go any further, let me go back. I want us to open our Mentimeters here. Quickly, you're going to give me different kind of banks that you know. Yeah, you may tell your students to go into their Mentimeters, they log in. Now, this is a Mentimeter account, and they click in it. So, this is a Mentimeter, the code is already given there, and the question is, what comes to your mind when you think about banking and banking? So, a student may type their response and they say, money safety. They may say, banking is all about money safety. Okay, money safety. And all other details, and they will be able to submit. So, as a teacher, you go back on your page and you can see the different comments that actually your students are giving you. People are talking about money safety, about keeping money, and all other details here. So that is a Mentimeter activity that you can give to explain in detail the banking or the banks that they may know. So you may give another question still on Mentimeter and ask now, what are the different types of banks that students know? So students will come and give in and they tell you we have what they call the commercial banks and any other banks. The student will be able to submit. As a teacher or educator, you'll be able to see. Students will be giving you feedback, investment banks, commercial banks, and all other details. Still again, you can go to Twitter, create a blog there, and students will post about different kinds of banking or what they understand by banking. Before we go any further, let us now go back to our presentation. If you continue and now go into a session now to detailed looking into the different types of banks that we may have. Tell them, give them the differences. You know, we should have different kind of representation. The diagrams are here. The different retail bank. We have the commercial bank. We have the investment banks. And any other type of bank that a student may actually come along with. As you can see, we have the retail banks. We have the commercial banks. They normally focus on business customers. Just like you see here, business. We have the investment banks, okay? They normally help those people to raise capital. People invest, you know, things like financial markets. I think you can see this is a diagrammatic representation of what an investment bank might be. We can go into the private sector banks. These provide exclusive and well, the private sector. We have those that are credit union banks, okay? Normally they are the banks that are owned by customers for non-profit business, okay? And last, we have the central banks. Those are normally for the government systems, okay? Before we go into there, let's still go back and now open. You can still take the students back to open a Jambox, a Jamboard activity. And in this Jamboard activity, after introducing to them different types of banks, then you tell them, now we have types of banks, as you can see there, and we have banking. And they have to take now these different sticky notes, okay? These different sticky notes, types of banks, now like commercial, they take it here, okay? So that the class is more engaging. So which one may fall into banking? Okay, we have bankers. Bankers can be in banking. You can take it here. What other type? We have the investment banks. You take students, you know, so that the class is more engaged. We have the commercial banks still. So the student is able, to interact with this Jambox platform so that they can be able to understand the concept. And let me say checkbooks. Okay, checkbooks, we can use them in banking and name it. Thereafter, what we can do as teachers to continue engaging our students more and more, we can take them into what we call now a Google document. Now this is a collaborative Google document that you have created as a teacher, and you want to engage the students. It's a classroom collaborative Google document. First of all, this document is going to be used for students to type whatever they are thinking and feeling about banking, whatever they are understanding on the introductory bit of it, what is banking and types of banking. Check out this link. You can be able to click on this link, okay, and click on this link. I see when actually you click on this link, so you are able to open, okay, you can open it, and as it loads, so this video will open in a YouTube channel here, and it will take you to that YouTube channel, which will detailedly show you what this video is all about. And the children will engage in such a video, okay, which is talking about the different types of banks. You are engaging the classroom. And thereafter, what you will do as a teacher, after taking all the students those different activities, take them into a session where they can now talk about anything they have not understood in the introductory bit of this lesson about banking. Tell them to give you their views, okay? Tell them to ask questions. And after, tell them to come up with a document together, whereby students will write what they have understood in banking on that given day, so that they can give you their suggestion and questions. And thereafter, actually, you can even use a Word document, okay? You can open a Word document where students now are able to type. This is now like a student here, and they are collaborating, they are sharing a document, okay? Now they are in Word, and they're saying banks are used to design and give people a place to store their money and earn small amount of interest. So if students are using this, still they can comment on one another's document by highlighting here. What if maybe a fellow student wants to comment on this? They highlight on it, they right click, and a fellow student can add a comment, or you as a teacher, you can still add a comment on your student's introductory statement or a fellow student, and tell them, make this more detailed. You can tell them, make this more detailed, okay? You can make it more detailed. So you are giving feedback, okay? You are giving feedback. Or if this paragraph is very good, you as a teacher, as a student is coming, okay? Still you come, you right click, you add a new comment, and you just tell your student, wow, this is a great argument. Wow, be like the wow, this is a great argument, okay? And different, very many other platforms that you can choose to present a banking lesson. Without further ado, allow me to stop here. We have shared on how best we can teach a banking class using digital tools. I remain Stephen. Until we meet in the next video.